Let's take a look now at the new directive impacting web accessibility and the European Union. Essentially, web accessibility has been an enforceable standard around the globe for several years. It's been very prevalent in Canada with Canadian websites and/or sites targeting the Canadian market. There's also other European countries that have had these standards for quite some time, but the European Union's Accessibility Act takes effect in the spring of 2025. This looks to have an impact like GDPR, which is the Data Privacy and Security Directive that went into effect several years ago. And U.S. companies operating in EU countries will be required to meet WCAG 2.1, 2.2 level AA standards. What is very interesting about this directive is that the EU has explicitly declared that overlays and widgets will not provide compliance. And this is a biggie. So let's take a look at some of the tools that this declaration will impact. There are accessibility widgets and overlays currently in use across the web that, according to that directive, will not comply in their current version or form. You might recognize some of these tools. And what this means is the native website cannot rely on software to bring the site into compliance. For instance, accessibility experts have found that in some instances, implementing an overlay makes it more difficult for a blind person to use a website. There have been allegations that some overlays, rather than making the website accessible, interferes with automated testing tools, providing false positive scores for websites that are inaccessible. Again, these tools, according to the EU directive, will not provide compliance.